feel like even I feel like I've seen you just do like so much more with it now, even after like going to school for design, and even
Yeah.
like now that you're actively like a designer for your like full-time job.
Like I mentioned earlier, that's like originally how I started out art, like painting with my dad, oil pasteling with him, collaging, using clay a lot. Now that I think about it, looking back, I did do like a few ceramics classes and I loved it.
Hmm.
So it's like full circle going back into that. But honestly, I was just so burnt out in school. Like I
Yeah.
was just needed to get off the laptop and like back with like doing something and creating something with my hands. And I feel like graphic design isn't, I mean, unless you're doing print, isn't very like tangible. Like I needed
Right.
something to like feel and like touch and like believe that I was actually creating.
Hmm.
And basically I just had like a lot more free time after I graduated. I did not get a job
Yeah.
after graduating. I was just once again very burnt out, but having creative parents, thank God they were so supportive and so just gave me so much grace and gave me as much time as I needed to sort of like reflect and take the time to heal. And
Yeah.
I traveled a lot. I traveled to like Thailand,
Oh yeah.
Paris,
Right.
and did a lot of traveling for a year and a half. And I feel like that opened a new door of creativity for me through travel and inspiration and seeing all these artworks that we learned in school and art history and like actually seeing them in person and
Hmm.
just experiencing all these artists that we had learned about. And that was just very eye-opening and honestly motivating when I came home and creating again. And then that's when I sort of started pottery. My mom actually started taking classes and
Hmm.
I was unemployed, so I had a lot of free time. I was like, fine, I'll do something. I just needed like some structure in my day. And
Yeah.
so I started that. And then my dad joined, so it became like a family
Family.
affair.
It's
So
awesome.
both of my parents and I were taking pottery classes. We spent at least like 15 hours in the studio together. Just like it was a lot. Like we would be there
Yeah.
till like 9:30, like 4 hours straight just with my parents post grad was just not what I was expecting, but it ended
Yeah.
up being like the best experience. And I know I'll look back at this like time and just be grateful for like all the memories that I made with them.
Hmm.
But learning pottery sort of started with my mom and I've sort of continued it since. I started with hand building at first and then I started getting into
On the
pottery
wheel.
throwing. And that's been like a whole learning curve. And I also think that pottery has taught me like so much, not just about clay, but just about like life and design in general. Like you have to have so much patience
Hmm.
and you kind of just have to learn to like let go. Like the clay will flop. Clay's not going to go how you want it to be. Like you'll finish a piece and it'll shatter. Like you just have to let it go. And I've also like realized how important like creativity and like community and connection is, how important to
Hmm.
me at least it is being like so remote during school. I really craved like the in-person connection with other people. And so I've loved pottery. I never thought I would be doing it, especially
Hmm.
with both of my parents, but it's been super, super fun.
No, yeah, because I've seen like you really leaned into it. I mean, you even had your first like pottery sale. So how did that kind of go? I mean, when I first started like trying to put my stuff out there, it's very like nerve-wracking, like, oh, am I gonna get
Oh yeah.
sales? Like, so yeah, how did that kind of go for you, that process?
I've been wanting to sell my own design work for years, never got around to it, was just convinced no
Hmm.
one would buy it. Pottery just forced me to do it and get it over with. Maybe it's because like I put so much of my personality and my person, I don't know, like into my designs, whereas
Right.
pottery I'm not so attached to. So maybe
Yeah.
that's why it was
Okay.
so easy to start selling that.
Hmm.
But yeah, my first drop sold out in like an hour. I started off with just like
Hey,
small
that's
batch
awesome.
posters
It's awesome.
and I'm working on my second drop right now. And I'm also working on like hosting a pottery painting night with a few people. So I'm throwing
Mm.
like the bowls and glasses and everyone's gonna come and paint them. So I'm really excited that I started selling. I just had like I don't know, I was just convinced no one would buy anything, but then it
Yeah.
ended up selling out in an hour. So I was just very happy it went well and I'm excited to like continue.